welcome back to my channel, the Cheltenham Countdown YouTube channel. I hope you're all well today. It's going to be a long show this afternoon, guys, so I hope you'll all stay tuned right through to the end of the episode. And on today's show, I'm going to let you all know which other horses I've been backing throughout the whole season, this campaign leading up to Cheltenham. There's some other horses I haven't been putting up in my antepost series so far. They may turn up to be put up in the series later on before we get to the festival, but for now I'm going to let you all know which of the horses I have been backing that I haven't been putting up in the antepost list. I'll preview some races this weekend at Ascot and Windsor. Obviously we've got the massive clash on Saturday in the Clarence House Chase between John Bon and Energumen, and I'll give you some best bets towards the end of the episode as well, so stay tuned. I hope you'll enjoy it. This is the latest episode on the Cheltenham Countdown YouTube channel. Before I start mentioning some other bets I've done for Cheltenham already this season, I just want to thank you all very much for all the support I've been receiving since I started the Cheltenham Countdown. I'm nowhere near the mass of subscribers other great podcast shows do have on YouTube, but I just want to be as authentic on my channel as I can and give you all my views, my opinions, my passion for the sport of horse racing. I do this all off my own back, all of my own personal interest and time, and I really do enjoy it. And if I could hit about 100 subscribers before the festival begins in March, I'll be really delighted. It's only my second year doing this type of thing. I really do love it, and I hope you all do enjoy my content. But it's thanks to you all again for all the support I get on my channel. So it's a major thank you to you all, and I hope you really all do enjoy my episode. It's time for the other bets I've done for Cheltenham this season that you're all unaware of at the moment. Obviously, I've got 5 that I've put up in my antepost series so far. All you can see on YouTube Shorts if you visited my page, as you're all aware of. These are the 5 that you haven't heard of yet, but I will be putting up at the festival in March. So I'll begin with my pick on day 2 of on the festival, the Turners and Officers Hurdle. That horse is going to be Potter's Charm. I've backed for Nigel Twiston-Davies. He won over the course and distance in November at Cheltenham, beating Valgrand by about 11 lengths towards the end of the race. It was a very good performance from Potter's Charm, and he has since gone on to win a Grade 1 at Aintree over 2 miles on Boxing Day. So it does show he's got some speed, he's got some stamina, he's won over the course and distance as you know. I think he's a very good shot to win that race. I backed him at 16-1 for the Turners after he won that day at Cheltenham. And I think that's a very good price considering now he's roughly about 6-7-1 at the moment. So he is second favourite in the market behind the New Lion, and he won the Cheltenham Novices Hurdle towards the end of the last year at Newbury. Now, Cheltenham Novice Hurdle winners don't have a very good record come Cheltenham, the Cheltenham Festival. I think the New Line could be susceptible to that trend as well. He did look very impressive at Newbury on the day he won in the Harry Skelton. He has since also been bought by JP McManus to run in his colours. But I just think the trends and the way his price in the market at the moment is roughly about 5-2, and I think that's just a tad short for me to back him as well for the Turners. So I'm going to stick with Potter's Charm at the moment at 16-1. He's obviously a very solid type. Like I say, he's also won a Grade 1, but over a shorter distance. The other horses in the antepost market to keep an eye on are Copbeck the Boards for Willie Mullins. He'll probably run at the Dublin Racing Festival towards the start of February. He could either run in the Supreme or the Turners, depending on how he runs at the DRF. Jasmine DeVoe is completely bombed out of the market at the moment. He's gone up to about 25-1, 20-1 in places for the race. I couldn't have him at all after the way he ran in the Lawlers and Ace. So I think the top 2 in the market, the top 2 UK horses in the market are very much the solid types at the moment. And I'd be very much delighted with the fact that I'm sitting on a 16-1 slip with Potter's Charm for the Turners. So with those 2 horses in mind, 5-2 for the New Lion, 6-1 for Potter's Charm. I think I'd still side with Potter's Charm at the moment for the race. The second horse I'm putting up now comes again on day 2 of the festival this year. It's in the cross-country chase, and I've backed the market leader Stumptown at 7-1 following his win over the Punchestown Banks in early November. He obviously then followed that up by winning over the cross-country chase course at the November meeting at Cheltenham. So he's won his 2 opening races of the season. I think from then on now he's going to go straight to the festival in March. So like I said, I backed him at 7-1. He's now down to a top price value of 4-1 at the moment with some firms. I still think there's a bit of juice in that price you can back him at the moment. He's very much a classy individual for the race. It's now a handicap race, this cross-country race is now at the festival. And with the antepost market as it is at the moment, he's obviously at 4-1. You've got Sweet David, who's in their second favourite at 8-1, I think it is at the moment. I wouldn't be rushing to back Sweet David at all for the race. I still think he's got a bit of improvement. He needs a bit of improvement to come to match the type of classy, other classy horses in the race, such as Stumptown, Delta Work. And obviously mentioning Delta Work, he's up to about 16-1 for the race as well. So he's got a bit of catching up to do, I should say, with regards to Stumptown. So it's all coming together, I think, in the cross-country market at the moment with regards Stumptown's chances. He's obviously now up to a mark of 149. I still think there's a bit of leeway in that mark and rating for him as well. So the second horse I'm putting up, and will be putting up in March, comes in the cross-country chase, and it is Stumptown. Horse number 3 of the 5 I'll give you today, and it comes on day 3 this time, I hope, at the festival, with the horse I backed at 8-1 for the Ryanair chase. It is El Fabiolo. I've selected 8-1, like I said, for Willie Mullins. I think this horse does divide a bit of opinion in my honest thought, whether he goes to the Queen Mother Champion chase on day 2 or the Ryanair chase the following day. Now, it is a 50-50 shot whether you think he's going to go to the champion chase. I think leaning towards the Ryanair chase, connections are sort of leaning towards that way at the moment. Obviously, things can change between now and the festival. With him being entered in the Dublin chase at the DRF, he's going to be up against Gaelic Warrior. Now, I think Gaelic Warrior, at this moment in time, is a bit more superior than El Fabiolo. And obviously, you've got John Bon at the head of the market for the champion chase at the moment as well. El Fabiolo can't beat John Bon. Well, hasn't beaten John Bon, especially at Sandown at the end of the last season. So he's got a bit of, again, similar to Stumptown's market, and it's catching up. El Fabiolo's got a bit of catching up in that type of market as well. He's got to beat, if he does go to the champion chase, he's got to beat John Bon, Gaelic Warrior, potentially Nergamin, which will come on again later in the video. So there's 3 top horses at the top of that market on the Wednesday, whereas the Ryanair chase is a bit more open in terms of the horses that may go there. Obviously, at the moment in time, the market leader is Factor File, non-runner, no bet for the Ryanair. I still think he's going to go to the Gold Cup. Other horses in the list include Gaelic Warrior, include El Fabiolo and others. I think El Fabiolo is a bit more in line to running the Ryanair than the other Willie Mullins types at the moment. So at 8-1, I think that's a bit of value for him, because if he does end up being declared for the Ryanair, there's no hope that he'll be 8-1 on the day. So it's a bit of a hit and a risk backing him at this moment in time, but he is a classy individual. He's won an Arkle at the festival before. He's obviously last year we can draw a line through the champion chase. I think obviously he hit the 4th fence too hard and got pulled up. Peltown and rightly pulled him up on the day. But this time around, he hasn't had a run. He's had a setback as well, so it does come with a risk backing him at 8-1. He's obviously entered in the DRF for the Dublin chase. Whether or not he goes there or runs anywhere else before the festival remains to be seen. But it's a risk, but 8-1 for El Fabiolo is the 3rd horse I'll give you that I've backed that you're unaware of so far this season. Next horse is going to be Gaelic Warrior in the champion chase. I backed at 5-1 right at the start of the season. I think he's definitely going to be running the champion chase this year, if I'm honest. Him and John Bon are the 2 standout contenders for the race, and John Bon is running this weekend against Nergamin. So we'll keep a sharp eye. I'll keep a sharp eye on that particular race at the Clarence House at Ascot. Gaelic Warrior didn't run well at Leopardstown over Christmas, which was a bit of a concern. But Patrick Mullins and connections have said it was a bit of a run out for him. He needed a run over that time of year. I think he'll want to grow a bit more softer over the course of the festival, and potentially at Leopardstown over the DRF as well, to stand any chance of winning the Dublin chase and the champion chase as well. So he's a class animal. He won the Arkle last year. He's my selection in the champion chase at this moment in time, unless things drastically change, which I don't think will happen. I think he's at 5-1, which he was earlier in the year. It was a bit of a value. I think he's down to about 4-1, 130 in some places, which should incline that he's getting a bit backed in as well. So it's a good price to have him at. Him and John Bon, like I said, are the stand-up contenders for the race, I believe. And that is my selection in the champion chase. Last horse of the 5 today, and it comes in the handicap, and it comes on day 1 as well. The Ultima handicap chase. I backed Highland at 20-1, I think it was, a couple of weeks ago. He's a very progressive novice this year. He's won twice at Cheltenham over the course and distance as well. He did run against the Jukebox Man at Kempton on Boxing Day, and the Jukebox Man did beat him quite well at the end of that race. Highland didn't do anything bad in defeat. I just think he's not at that class of Grade 1 standard against the Jukebox Man and others for the potentially the Brown Advisory on day 2. Therefore, stepping him into a handicap on day 1, the ultimate on the first day of the festival, should be a bit better for him. Like I said, he has won at Cheltenham 3 times in the past. Obviously, his worst run at Cheltenham was last year at the festival in the Pertemps. But the Fences has been the making of him. I think he's a very good novice. And off a mark of, I think, 1:47, it shouldn't be too bad for him to run in the Ultima, really. I think that's a good chance. He stands a good chance of placing in the Ultima as well. I had him at 5 places each way. So he will be my fifth selection of the 5 I'm going to give you today. And selections in most of the Cheltenham Festival races are stacking up quite quickly and quite soon. I have got a fair few other horses in line and in a list that I'd like to potentially have a look at closely again before start backing them. But the races are taking off quite slowly, but nonetheless, I've got a few horses in line again I would like to back before the festival. And again, like I said to you last week, that I will be having some preview nights leading up to the festival again this year. 4 preview nights, hopefully, to mark out each day of the festival. That'll be coming to you hopefully towards the end of February, beginning of March again, I hope. So more preview nights to come, more selections to come, and more antepost tips to come again soon on the Cheltenham Countdown as well. Now, moving away from Cheltenham for the time being, I'm going to be doing some previews for the weekend's racing, and I got 1 preview for the race card on Friday at Windsor, 1 on Saturday, that being the Clarence House Chase, of course, between John Bon and Energumene, and 1 back on Sunday at Windsor again. So 3 preview races to come over the course of the weekend. I'll start off with Friday at Windsor, the Lightning Novices Chase, the Grade 2 there. 4 runners in the race at the moment. Caldwell Potter is 6-5, You Wear It Well 11-4, Gidley Park and Personal Ambition 6-1 complete the field as well. So 4 runners in the race. So a bit of disappointing to have 4 runners, but nonetheless a select field. I think Caldwell Potter at 6-5 is a bit of a weak favourite in my opinion, considering how he ran at Cheltenham last time out. Didn't really pick up on the new course there. I don't think still over 2 miles on this type of ground is not going to be to his favour. I think he needs to step up into it personally for Paul Nicholls, in my opinion. That said, he could be down to short price considering he's been backed in as well. So we'll wait and see on how he runs. But I wouldn't be touching him at 6-5 at the moment, in my opinion. You Wear It Well 11-4 is of a good interest to me as well at the moment. Gavin Sheehan takes the ride for Jamie Snowden. And I think she's a mare. Has a great chance of winning this, considering she'll get some weight from all her other rivals. She actually started her season at Bangor on D this season and came up short against She Could Be Anything for Gordon Elliott off a brilliant ride by Sean Bowen that day. Didn't really perform on a next time out, but I think coming into a Grade 2 in a short-ish field like this could be of good value for her. She steps down in trip to 2 miles as well, so that could be of good interest. I may back her 11-4, I think. Gidley Park, who's coming back with a long-term injury, also runs here. And Personal Ambition stepping back down in trip isn't of my liking as well. So I think in this race, I may side with You Wear It Well for Gavin Sheehan and Jamie Snowden to take on the likes of Caldwell Potter, Gidley Park and Personal Ambition. Moving on to Saturday's preview. And again, there's only 4 runners in the Clarence House this year. John Bon, Energumene, Boot Hill and Edwardstone are the runners. I think John Bon will win, if I'm honest. I think he has to win. To be able to win the champion chase at Cheltenham in March, he has to win. There's more pressure on John Bon, I feel, again, than Energumene. Obviously, he's an 11-year-old, getting on a bit now with his age. He just needs to run well and hopefully be close to John Bon towards the finish to stand any chance of him winning a 3rd champion chase as well at the festival. But John Bon has got a lot of pressure on him, I feel. I do think he'll deliver. I think he'll win on Saturday, but at 8-11, again, is a short price favourite that I will be getting stuck into. It's a tough race for him, and I just want to see how the race runs again. So hopefully it'll be another classic at the Clarence House Chase at Ascot like we had a few years ago between Energumene and the late Shishkin. Hopefully we have another great one between Energumene again and John Bon this time around. So it'll be a very, very good race. Two brilliant contenders for the champion chase as well as Boot Hill and Edwardstone, who are very good yardsticks in their own right. So 4 runners in this race Saturday, but very much a 4-runner select field. It will be the Hampton Novices Chase at Windsor on Sunday, which will be the last preview race I'm doing on this episode. 9 runners in the race at the moment. The market isn't out at all for Sunday yet, but it is a Grade 2 race, and obviously we have 9 runners, so it's a good little renewal. Jinko Blue is in there, Mark of Gold, In the Waterside, Resplendent Grey, and Lowry's Bar, amongst others as well. This is a good little renewal. I think over 3 miles, stepping him up in trip for Jinko Blue would be beneficial to him. Obviously, he won at Utoxeter on the 10th of December, beating #Boom, Jaguar in the process. They're not bad horses as well. #Boom has got on a Frank the form as well. So Jinko Blue, he may well go favourite, but I still think he'll be the horse to beat. In the Waterside is a good horse, needed to step up in trip as well, so he'll go well. Lowry's Bar's in top form, Resplendent Grey as well, so it's a good little renewal, but I just think the classier horse off 149, Jinko Blue, will go and win on Sunday. The best bets section of the video now, well, I'll give you 2 best bets for the weekend. I've only got 2 this weekend, one on Saturday and one on Sunday. I'll begin with the one on Saturday as usual. The one from Ascot is at 250. I'm going to side with the favourite Beau Zenith, who's currently 7-2 market leader at the moment. He's switched from Gary Moore's stable to Nicky Henderson and did shape well on his reappearance run at Cheltenham last month for James. But James Bowen will take the ride on Saturday as well. Finished 3rd at Cheltenham last time, but did stay on very well from a long way out. So I think him stepping up in trip at Ascot on good to soft ground will be very much to his liking. He should really enjoy that. And on Sunday, one at Thurles in Ireland on Sunday. I'm going to side with Phil Doe in the Grade 2 race they have on their meeting on Sunday. He finished 2nd in Jungle Boogie on his last run at Ascot last month, and I think he shaped well, stepping up in trip. He has won a Thurles already this season, so course and distance shouldn't be a problem to him. And Phil Doe for Gordon Elliott on Sunday will be the latest best bet of the weekend. Just incidentally, the Phil Doe race on Sunday, he runs at 2:05 at Thurles on Sunday in the Grade 2. The Hotels and Jockey Club chase the Grade 2 race on Sunday at Thurles. It runs at 2:05. I just wanted to get that time and slot in for you guys. Nonetheless, thank you all very much for watching. If you have stayed tuned right through to the very end, thank you so much. It has been a bit of a long-winded video, but I do apologise. Hope you've all enjoyed the content where I've brought you and my other bets for Cheltenham which you didn't already know of. So thanks for watching. Like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. It only takes a few seconds to do so, and it massively helps me as well boost the channel. Really do appreciate all your likes and subscribers anyway, but thank you all, and I'll see you all very soon.